Alright, in this video we're going to look at what I did with a Python program. First, I have an array containing all of my population, 3 zeros and 7 ones, of course. How many times I would repeat, like how many samples I have, 50. This is sample size, and that's the random number that I'm going to use. It's 0 to 9. Put it in the population array and divide it by 5 because I want to get the average. Some average is the sample average, and then print it all up. Alright, let's see what this gives. So I'm gonna run it, and we know this, the Python shell, and I'm gonna run it again. Alright, as you can see, it gave the average of the population, and there's 50 of them, and all I do is to copy all of this until the end. Sorry, you cannot see the few parts at the end, but I copy and paste it to an Excel program, just as easy as Control V, and there you go. Nicely, Excel would have all the data arranged in a vertical order, but it's not arranged in exact order. So what you do is you go to the Data tab. Sorry, I'm just going to adjust it for a while. Right there's a Data tab, and click on it, and you would see this arrangement Z to A, which is the other one. Sorry, smallest to largest. If you click on it, you see that the data is now arranged from smallest data to the largest data. Alright, quite nicely, 04, 06, right down to 08, and sorry, you cannot see the bottom parts, which is 1.0. Alright, now let's go up. I'm trying to, yeah, there you go. 1, so beneath 0.8 is ones. I think there's like 9 of them or 10 of them. Alright, let's see what we can do. Now we needed to get the frequency of this to make a histogram, right? So the best way to get the frequency of this is using data analysis. And sorry, let's move the Excel tab. There we go. So data analysis. You click on it. This thing's, and the thing comes out, and you need to find histogram right there. Histogram. Click OK, and you need to indicate the input range. And the input range is all the data that you have. So all the data that we had that came out, right, which is right there at the B column, and you just need to highlight it so that the Excel knows that we wanted to get that as the input range. Now for the bin range, I'm sorry, and since I just had prepared this video, we need to type down all the possible means, sample means that we have, and so I need to, yeah, right there. So I need to close this up for a while so that I can type in the bin range right there at the D column. Alright, so I need to close this. I'll do it again, cancel. Alright, I'll type down 0.4, 0.6, which is the next possible sample mean, 0.8, and then a 1, as you've seen a while ago, 0.8, and there was a 1. Alright, so those are all the possible sample means that we have. And there you go. And just to increase, just to show its decimal points. And now we can go back to doing the data analysis, just to show to you input and bin. So let's go back to the data, then move a bit, right at the very end. By the way, this is 2014 version of Excel. Go to histogram. Okay, this thing comes out, and we indicate our input range going down to 1. Alright, now you can see the 1. That's nice. Alright, so now we have that. And for our bin range, which are all the possible sample means. Alright. And we also need to indicate, the output range is okay. We also need to indicate the, sorry, you cannot see it in the video, but on the end there's like a show histogram there. Alright, there you go. We have our histogram ready. And the problem is there's like a more on the x-axis. So what we can do there is we can edit the data there and untick. You see, untick more right there. Okay. And now that we have a 0, 0.6 and 1, and kind of looks like a normal curve to me. Adjust the 1 so that we have decimal points. Oops, sorry. 1 extra point. There you go. Clean and smooth. You can remove that so we can easily see and change this to sample means. Alright, that's really nice. So you can see that we created this histogram from our data from Python, which is getting data from the black boxes. And last thing is we need to get the sum to make sure that is it really 50? It needs to be 50. So just doing the Excel sum formula, we add it all together, select all of those columns, press enter, and we get 50, which is really nice, which confirms that we really have the right data type. And to further visualize this into a normal curve, maybe we can change the chart style. Let's see if I can find a nice chart style for this. I'm trying to change it into a smooth curve so we can see what kind of skewness or kurtosis this thing is. Alright, let's see what we can do. Trying to find. Oh, this seems to be a nice graph. Maybe there's something much better than this. At least we can see the numbers on top. Well, it seems to be that I cannot find any lines in this, so I'll just go to change chart type, and from there, oh, there you go, that's a line. And maybe XY scatter with connected points. Right, I'll just go and try it out. Oops. There seems to be a kink in the data. Wait, let me see how to fix this. Alright, I'm just trying to change the chart type so I don't get the kink. Well, anyway, that is the normal, and that seems to be a weird data right there. What is here? Oh, now I know. Right. You were shouting at me. There was the sum. Right, there you go. Quite nicely. Now we can see that that is certainly looking like a normal curve, but very good. See you in the next video.